pizza you ever ate. I mean, just,
Yeah.
I mean, they don't make any pizzas anymore come close.
Um,
We had a place there, she worked at a pizza
Campus
place
Hideaway.
in
yeah.
Lawrence.
And
Campus
when I
Hideaway.
had my parties in the basement, that great humongous basement we had, and I just loved doing it, you know. But then after I left there, it kind of all went away. I forgot how I did it. Or
Well,
something, you know, or maybe I just didn't care.
And Mom was very artsy craftsy. She made a lot of decorations
I
to
did.
decorate the house and for holidays and stuff.
Well, you know, she used to. Back years ago, she could pick out all the colors and everything for the house. You
Yeah,
know.
Mom's a good
Or
decorator. Yeah, yeah.
The apartments,
Mhm.
I did that too. Picked them out.
Well, now Mom enjoys decorating for Christmas.
Oh, yeah. We've had that tree for about 2 months up.
Yeah.
Well, I had to give it some time to get it adjusted.
Yeah, she's got
After
everything.
all, he's gonna be using I guess a bear. Don't tell him
What's
what.
she doing, cutie?
She just go check everybody over see if they got anything to eat.
What do you consider that you're most proud of in your life?
You can tell him it was me.
That's what I was thinking. You know what? Here's the right answer.
Yeah, I tell you. and
Politically correct here.
Oh.
I guess the
Cutie.
one thing that
Well, here you
I've
are,
got-
Mother.
more, maybe not so much satisfaction from, but being able to know that I've done well enough in my lifetime that when I die, my kids won't have to have it so hard. My grandkids and kids can have a lot easier life than what I've had. But, I mean, that's been one of the things that I've been glad of, you know, because that don't happen every day.
Yeah, that's true.
You
Mom,
know.
what do you consider that you're most proud of?
Probably when I could use my head to go get what do you call it when you go get
Abortion.
no, you know when, well, I used to do this all the time, knock on the door and ask them if I could,
Contract signing on a real estate deal.
that's what I did best. And I
So
did
you
it
thought you
good.
sold real estate is what you did
Yeah,
best.
but I had it in my hand too.
No,
By now, I can't remember nothing.
no.
But
it's-
I did good in real estate.
But you know, I've often wondered though. Now my brothers, I had 3 brothers older than me and 2 younger, and one older and one younger worked for me for a lot of years. But you know, they'd ask me when I'd be buying a lot of stuff and building a lot of buildings. Well, aren't you afraid to do what you're doing? Don't this bother you? And I said, no. Well, what would happen if things went bad, you know? I said, well, I guess I'd lose everything. But I said, it don't matter whether I lose 10 million or 10,000. I said, I could pay one just as well as I could the other one anyway. And so that's the way we kind of looked at it back then. I didn't ever And I can honestly say, to this day, anybody ask you how much money you worth, how much you got, I couldn't say within $1 million one way or the other. Because I don't count money, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't. And you know I
Oh,
don't.
my Lord. No money.
I know where the money's at and everything, but I don't add it up to see what it is.
Oh.
And it just never did bother me.
Hey, peer me.
Yeah.
We used to have a little kid, a little boy, that went around saying, "Dear me."
That was Steve Berry, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or are you talking about Gary?
No, Steve Berry.
Okay.
But, no, I've heard people say, though, if you know how much money you got, you don't have much anyway. And I think.
Well, I don't believe that.
Well, I do.
But I know it, that's why we can't agree.
Well, we agree.
No.
You agree, we agree to let me take care of the money.
Well, I gotta tell you, I pretty much know how much I got because there isn't that much to count.
Well, see,
I don't have that much to keep track of.
that's what they say, though, if you know how much you got, you don't have much. And,
Yeah, that's
and
you have to
I
keep
tell
an eye
you,
on what
I'll
you-
guarantee you, and I don't, because I was trying to figure out the other day, I bought some stocks in something, trying to say, well, how much could you come up with now? I said, well, I don't know. You know, hadn't even thought about it. And so I finally kept, well, I said, I don't know, but I don't know. And I don't. And
That sounds stupid.
it isn't stupid, I don't
Well,
know.
If you
What-
don't know what you got.
Dad and Mom have both liked to collect things through the years, and Dad used to collect, what was it, Cadillacs, convertibles.
I had 2 Cadillac convertibles.
No, I thought you had more than 2. You had a red one, and I thought you had one of every color.
No, I just had red and white.
Oh,
Red and white. I had, and, you know, I bought them, this is 72 Cadillac convertibles, and I had them both redone, because they new interior, new tires, new paint, and
they were sharp looking. Those
Oh,
that
I
were
believe
a
it.
block long.
I was going to get licensed for them, went to get licensed for them,
Peer me.
and I wanted to put master on mine and slave on her. she wouldn't let me. So.
I wouldn't have either. Gosh.
I thought, well, I ain't no use having stuff. You can't have what way you want it done. I sold them.
Well, and Mom's collected Hummels.
I thought that would have been.
I still got them.
I thought that would have been a nice thing to have.
Well, yeah, but as long as you got to drive the master one, I guess so.
Well. Boy, they was sharp. The old guy.
Yeah,
went
they
to get
were.
License for that. There's a red, bright red, but it was really bright. And took it down to a city hall, courthouse there in Lawrence. They had to inspect it, you know, there. And that old guy come out there, man, if you drive that down the streets of Kansas City, every nigger in this town will be trying to hijack
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that trying to set you up in business, wanted to.
Yeah. Man, I tell you, the
boy.
wife had some sharp parts in my day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
And boats. Dad's always had a boat.
yeah, don't get to use it.
He's still crazy about it too.
Mhm.
Only it's a different boat.
Yeah. Oh, he's had a lot of different ones.
Yeah.
So where were you when JFK was shot?
I was down at my mother's house in Monette. Me and my 2 brothers I bought half interest in her place. That she had a little farm there. That's after Dad died, and we was down there putting the bathroom. Had to put a roof on part of it, and we added a bathroom in her house. Put water in the inside, and had to put the septic tank and stuff in. But we was down doing that at the time when that happened.
Mom, where were you? Do you remember?
Hmm?
Do you remember where you were when JFK was shot?
She was in Lawrence.
I was probably struggling.
He's trying to do what?
She's
I was
not.
thinking about something else.
I was gonna say she's not telling, obviously.
No.
She's
Well-
keeping it a secret.
No, I had a job then. I had to go work.
Oh, you was.
I worked at a restaurant.
Not
I
then,
don't think-
hun, because I was in high school.
I don't think he's. If he was doing anything, he was either.
Make it good.
I think he's selling real estate if he was working.
Yeah.
I was selling real estate.
Well,
That's the reason
yeah.
I wanted that. But I was good at it.
Good at
I
what?
really did.
Mm-hmm.
What was you good at?
Being a realtor, I knew how to do it. You can tell the way I act.
Bye now. Bye now.
Yeah.
Well, the main thing is to know about it. With Dad being a builder, you know, and you helping him build houses, you really grew up with it. So that's probably helped you be a good realtor, is that you kind of grew up in the home building industry.
You know, where was that plyboard that was all lined up on the wall and
That
it
was
fell on me?
sheetrock.
Sheetrock, it was sheetrock. Yeah, but it didn't work. He didn't get me.
You think he was
Well.
trying?
Huh?
I asked Mom, I said, do you think he was trying?
Well, I couldn't.
No, I was
She
trying.
pulled it out from the wall and held on to her.
Well, you told me to do something and I thought I was doing it right. And I got the barrel of the gun.
But
Felt like it.
So-
Anyway.
Mom was a carpenter's helper. She started out as the carpenter's helper.
yeah, I learned to do some of the odds and ends I didn't want to do.
Yeah, when it comes to the last part of it, he has me doing it all, like the painting and whatever. And I didn't even like painting.
Yeah, I remember going, seems like we were, as a family, kind of building a house a year. Because I remember going out to the houses and having to sweep and sand and woodwork.
No, we was doing more than 1 year.
Oh, I thought that was when you was first getting started.
No, we had to do more often than that.
Oh.
We have to do it more often. Hear that word?
Well,
Yeah, but I do remember going and sanding and
but
And he only had me there. you didn't even come to visit me.
oh,
Oh,
you know though, I've often wondered. I had a lot through the years. Will Wynn was building all this house out in Country Club North and Country Club Estates. A lot of them old people. You know, we was just young then, and all, but. Well, how did you guys learn to do all this stuff? I just thought, well, I don't seem like it just comes to you, It's nothing. It's not like being a scientist or anything like that. It's,
well, it's something that probably was real logical to you. You know, it just made sense. And
yeah, yeah. There's some things that because when I went to work as a union carpenter there, why, just for instance, was building that co-op fertilizer plant, the first job I had, you know, when I went to Lawrence. And was building piers to set the conveyor pipes and stuff on from the nitrate tower out there, and had all these big, well, there was walls to hold that stuff up. And anyway, the engineers had sectioned it all out, and they had us come out there and start building that stuff. We was working there on some of it, and I went in, had blueprints inside the shack there, blueprint shack, and I went in there to check. I was getting ready to start on another row of piers, and I started figuring it out, but it didn't come out right. You know, the numbers wasn't right. And so I told the foreman there, and I told him, I said, these figures, something's not right here, because I said, this don't check out right. But these figures don't total up to what the distance is here, and it doesn't come out right. So he called the general superintendent down there, and Charlie Shutt was his name. Told him, said, Bill here says these figures aren't right on this conveyor. And he got the engineers back over and said, well, let's check it out. Of course, it wasn't right. And, but you know, and that we just starting the job, more or less, putting foundations. And I was, I don't know, the 14th or so, I think my number 14 out there, and there's over 100 carpenters there on the job, you know, and some have been in the union for years and years, you know. I was the very last one to get laid off. And he told me then, the general superintendent said, gotta let you go. He said, the reason I gotta let you go is they're letting me go. And he said, this is our last thing. But anyway, and he told me, when everybody else was gone, he said, well, I tell you, you got a job as long as you can stay hid. He said, if you hide out around here, as long as you can hide out, you got a job. Because there was no jobs available then at that time. And I did. I stayed there a long time. Just I was the only one. Me and that superintendent was the only one around it. And
Don't tell us your poor story.
but you know, and the only
I
thing
know.
that
Can't be that.
kept that job for me over a year and being there all that time was that deal on that,
Oh, those
Conveyor.
big figures.
because he thought, you know, that probably saved